Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gus, and here are 5 things that fell short in Sims 4 City Living. And just a very quick disclaimer, this is not coming from a place of hate, not trying to bash it, not trying to complain, trying to be constructive. Okay, so there was a lot of things in this pack that I enjoyed. Bubble Blower was the best of the series. There's like a lot of diverse cast content. New foods are always appreciated, but they never should be the focus of a game pack or an expansion pack. Flea markets were cool. I like how there's like certain unlockables. I like how you can like display your paintings. That was pretty awesome. I like the used content, like broken down stove and the fridge and all that good stuff. And video game console is back, so that's cool. Alright, so that was sugar. Now let's add some salt, okay? Alright, so my first pinch of salt is the fact that the social networking skill was tied to career when it definitely didn't need to be. Teenagers could have used it, children even could have used it. Yeah, that was completely unnecessary. And also, I find that it is overly simplified. Coming from The Sims 3, if your sim did something like woohoo or whatever, got a promotion, I even think it was promotion, if you clicked your sim, you would have this little dialogue saying blog about blah blah blah. Like, why isn't that in The Sims 4? This is the successor? Okay, so moving on to my next pinch of salt. So it would have to be the whole city world, I want to say. So not gonna knock the art style. It is beautiful. It is almost on the verge of breathtaking. It's pretty, but it leaves a lot to be desired. It's like you fall in love, then you get to know it, and you're like, frack. This is not at all. This is deceptive. Alright, because there's so many spots that cannot be explored, cannot customize anything, like so much emptiness that I just wanna make not so empty. Which kind of moves me on to my next point. The next point being that we still don't have sufficient transportation. Sims 1 even had cars and buses and limos and taxis and all this great stuff. Sims 4 has none of that crap. I shouldn't call it crap, but you know what I'm saying. Has none of this stuff. Absolutely none of it. Okay? Elevators, forget about it. Why even have elevators? All it is a poof animation. It's not even an animation. You just freaking disappear and reappear. So there are several examples where the Sims team excelled in the transportation department. Elevators. Oh, elevators. Why though? Like, they're just terrible in The Sims 4. Don't even say that they're in The Sims 4 because they're not in The Sims 4. All you do is poof and poof. It's just decoration. It's just pretty bad. I feel like they could have done more with the whole subway station in The Sims 3 Late Night. We had this cute little subway thingamajiggy where Sims could get into, and you would hear chatter and they would be about their day. In The Sims Into the Future, Sims 3 Into the Future, we even had this monorail thing where the Sims would get on and travel to location. That would have been awesome. Alrighty, so my next pinch of salt would have to do with the Romance Festival. The other festivals were pretty cute. As I mentioned before, the flea market was nice. But the Romance Festival to me was a big letdown. We get this romance guru who was just so plain and so dull and lacking personality. All you would do is basically talk to them and they would give you advice. And I'm like, can we get a little bit more quirkiness? In previous games like The Sims 2, we had a fortune teller who would basically set your sim up on dates depending on what amount of money they were willing to pay. Like, you can't buy potions from this guru, you can't buy flowers. Why can't we give like Sims like flowers like in The Sims 3? Like, that would have been the perfect opportunity. Why is there no slow dance anymore? Like, it's just so flat and lame and just so much more that could have been. My last salty thing that I'm going to talk about is the whole protesting. I feel like that could have been way better. Again, like, this whole video is comparing to previous games, but in The Sims 3, like, protesting actually did something. Like, you could pick an issue, you could protest that issue depending on whether you succeeded or failed. it would affect things, and that was freaking awesome. All right. In this Sims game, the successor, we get none of that. It's just like an empty animation that does not do anything to the outcome of the game, and that is just disappointing. Alright, so I guess the overall point I'm trying to make with this whole entire video, which I should have just said in the first place instead of just whining and nerd raging and doing whatever I just did, was the fact that this pack had the potential to be great, but instead we got some shallow content. A lot of good aspects, don't get me wrong, it's pretty, but my gosh, you can only look at something for so long, and then you just close the game. To me, I guess it was just overly simplified, and being the 4th installment in the series, the depth should be so much more. So, if you watch this video to completion, I have a question for you, and you have this city living, or just if you have The Sims, what's your take on it? Are you having fun? Are you just like in love with the game? What do you love about it? Do you not love it? What do you not love about it? Just some feedback, and maybe it's just me, because I don't see a lot of people complaining. Like, maybe everybody else is content and I'm just whining for no reason. I don't know. Well, that's my vid. I hope you liked at least a little, and thanks for watching me nerd rage. Alright, bye guys.